at 4112 Dover Road. And Catherine is our case manager.
Yep. Catherine Gomez, 444 South 5th Street, Louisville, Kentucky, 40202. This is for 25 CUP 0058 at 4112 Dover Road for short-term rental. Like you stated, it's a conditional use permit to allow short-term rental that is not owner occupied, the primary residence of the owner. So this is in the R4 zoning district in the neighborhood form district. There will be 5 bedrooms on site with 12 guests max. There is plenty of off-street parking available on site, and there are no approved CUPs within 600 feet of the subject property. Here is the existing conditions. As you can see, it's in a predominantly residential area. Next slide, please. And it's just west of 264. And here's that zoning map for you. This is the front view of the property. The next slide will show you towards South Crumbs Lane. And then the next slide will show you south of Dover Road. So staff finds that this is adequately justified for approval. There's no 600-foot issue. It meets all the applicable standards of the conditional use permit, and there's adequate off-street parking. The required actions for today is to approve or deny the conditional use permit. I would like to make a little correction on the staff report. Under the conditions of approval, I said 4-bed, 10 guests, but it should say 5 bedrooms and 12 guests for maximum. I think it's condition, it's either the first or second, I can't remember. Okay, perfect. Any questions for staff?
Yeah, questions for staff? None? All right. I have one speaker form in support, Michael Marks. And while he's approaching the podium, on our next case, which is the short-term rental at 3522 Capri Drive, I have no speaker forms. If there's somebody here for that case, you need to fill out a speaker form back there and put it in the box for us. All right, if you'd raise your right hand, do you swear and affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth?
Yes, I do.
All right, give us your name and name and address and zip code.
Michael Marks, I'm attorney for the applicant. My address is 2933 Bowman Avenue, Louisville, Kentucky, 40205.
Thank you. Go ahead.
Appreciate Ms. Gomez. She's been great to work with, very responsive, quick getting this in front of the BOZA. This is an application from an applicant who has multiple other short-term rentals in Louisville. They live in Louisville. They know what they're doing. In fact, they used to live on Dover Road, so they know this road and neighborhood very well. They own the property next door to this one as well. This one's currently being used as long-term rental, but they want the option of using it as short-term rental in the future, which is why they've filed this application today. It's in the Shively neighborhood, close to Shively. It is like Ms. Gomez said, 5 bedrooms. So technically they can have up to 12 guests. In reality, the applicant says they probably don't want 12 guests in there, just with the size of the house, but there are 5 bedrooms, so they do have the option of going up to 12 guests. There's plenty of parking. There's a long driveway that is on site that can fit up to 4 vehicles without any off property or on-street parking available. The applicant, like I said, has set up a system with short-term rentals where he has a set of rules. He goes through certain vetting processes, make sure that the people residing there know those rules. He very rarely rents to people for only one night, so it's usually 2 nights or more, and only 1 rental at a time, and has curfew, noise complaints, or I should say curfew, no noise, exterior cameras to view any potential issues that may arise. He knows the neighbors very well. The neighbors know how to contact him if there are issues that arise. He and his wife manages these rentals themselves. They go in, they clean, they turn them over themselves. So they have a very intimate knowledge of what's going on. And with that being said, I think you have the information you need to make a decision, but I'm happy to answer any questions that you may have.
All right, board members, questions? Yeah, go ahead.
I think I have a question here. when I pulled these up and looked at the pictures they had, there were 2 bedrooms here. I made a note and I said, they look awfully small. Have these complied? The area, square footage area of two of the bedrooms, have they all complied with the?
I guess I don't have enough information to say they've complied with the building permits. I assume they have, that they've gone through the proper channels. I agree that they are small bedrooms, and so that's why I say they aren't going to try to cram 12 people in there. But I don't want to say yes or no and give you misleading information.
Probably answer that.
Looking at some past listings and just based on the homes in this neighborhood, it was probably built as a 3-bedroom house. The 2 additional bedrooms appear to have created from other spaces, including possibly the basement and maybe a den. Looking at the photos, they appear to meet the dimensional requirements. You never really know until you go there and measure, but they appear to meet the ingress egress requirements in terms of having at least 2 ways in and out of each space.
Thank you.
That includes the basement. If there's a bedroom down there, it has.
It looked like there was a door and a window in that area. It's kind of hard to take a picture of a bedroom. You got to stand in a corner. You don't get the full context of it, but I don't see anything at issue other than in the basement, you need 7 feet of clearance. Some basements are shorter, and the ones you bang your head in, those ones don't qualify as a bedroom because they don't have the minimum ceiling height, but I don't have anything to show that it's not 7 feet.
All right. Other questions?
Not a question, but just a clarification on Kathy's clarification. It does appear that the condition of approval in the staff report shows 5 bedrooms with a maximum of 12 guests.
The copy I have says that. It says 5 and 12.
Yeah, so we're good. We can go with what's in the staff report.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Any thoughts, board, or someone ready to make a motion?
I'll make a motion. It's Member Vozos, with regard to case number 25 CUP 0058, the short-term rental located at 4112 Dover Road. I move that we approve the conditional use permit to allow a short-term rental of a dwelling unit that is not the primary residence of the property owner. And base this on the staff report and testimony heard today, and bring attention to the 2 conditions of approval, specifically that this is going to be a maximum of 12 occupants.
Okay. Is there a second?
Second, Horton.
All right. We have a properly made motion and second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, roll call vote, please.
Jan Horton,
Yes.
Vida,
Yes.
Vozos,
Yes.
Rodriguez,
Yes.
Lewis.
Yes. Thank you.